Namaste, and welcome to this week's trauma-sensitive yoga class. We go from standing to seated in different weeks to make these classes accessible for everybody. This week's session is for deep relaxation. We easily begin to store intention in our bodies. We don't notice it because it happens so slowly. So in these somatic practices, we can move the muscle tone down, deepening the relaxation for ease and wellness throughout. So this practice is great before bedtime if you find that you're just really worked up. But it can also be really beneficial as a morning practice if it's a little hard to get going, because it will invite, at that time of the day, just gentle energy to move in. Yoga is a lot like Newton's laws. We can affect how we feel in our body and in our minds by what we do, movement-wise and breathing-wise. So we'll start with a little breathing exercise. Ujjayi breathing, victorious breath. This breathing practice helps slow down the breath, and it helps calm the nervous system. It is a restriction of the glottis, of the throat, the deep part of the throat. And one way to practice it is by pretending to be fogging up a glass or a mirror, holding one hand in front of your mouth, and then take a normal breath in. And as you exhale, exhale with the mouth open. And feeling the breath on your hand, feeling the restriction that you're creating by this. Let's repeat that. Take a breath in. We'll do it one more time. So the breathing now for the full Ujjayi breath, closing the mouth, but we still create that same restriction. So it looks like this. Creating a soft sound that you can hear, but it's not a freight train. So observe that this sound is a normal generation, not forced, not straining, but easy. Let's take 3 breaths, 3 Ujjayi breathings. And we'll add this to our movements today. If you choose, you can let it be and say, I'm just going to breathe normally. That's perfectly fine. So now I invite you to come onto your back. So I've covered my yoga mat with a blanket. I have another blanket nearby. You can also use a pillow. So if you come down and find that the chin is jutty backwards, lifting here, you may benefit from sliding another blanket or pillow under the head, allowing the chin to orient more towards the chest, and that will allow for a relaxation of the neck as well. I'll place my hands on my lower abdomen. And first, I just begin to invite the breath in and out. Inviting the belly to expand on the in-breath. And if it feels really tight, doing the open mouth Ujjayi can help release some of the tension. So I invite you to join me for 3 of those. Let's take a normal breath in through the nose. Repeating. One more. And now breathing in and out again. And notice maybe got a little bit easier to breathe into the abdomen. In and out. If it's comfortable, layering the closed mouth Ujjayi onto the out breath. And one more time. So we can incorporate Ujjayi throughout the whole session if we choose, or we can say, I don't feel like it today, and breathe in a manner that you choose. Now let's begin to explore the arch and flatten movement. On the next in-breath, contracting the muscles of the low back to facilitate an arch. Lifting away from the mat. And then exhale, slowly float back to neutral. Let's take a full breath in and out. And then on the next in-breath, we repeat. Arching, contracting. And as slowly as you can, let's move, float back to neutral. So not pulling back, simply releasing the contraction, inviting the body back where we started. Do it one more time. Inhaling, contract the muscles. And exhale, slowly, 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 floating back to neutral. Let's take a full in and out breath, and then we'll explore the other half of this equation. We'll take a breath in for nothing, belly breath. Now exhale, pull the belly button towards the spine, so feeling the muscles of the lower abdomen contract. And releasing as you breathe in. We'll repeat. Contract, flatten the low back. And slowly release. We'll do it one more time. On your next out breath, flattening. And releasing. Easy breath in and out. And we'll now combine these two movements. Inhale, arch. Exhale, floating back to neutral. Breath in for nothing. Exhale, flatten, contract the lower abdomen. And inhale, back to neutral. Out breath for nothing. And we go again. In a rhythm that's comfortable for you. Arch. Releasing to neutral. Breath in for nothing. And exhale, flatten. And release to neutral. Now you can choose to take a full breath in and out here. A little buffer One more time. When you're ready, inhale, arch. And exhale to neutral. In breath for nothing. And exhale. Contract the abdomen. Squeeze towards the back. And then we relax. Breathing in and out. Easy and gentle. And then take the hands behind the head. So I'm going to move the blanket up from my head here. You may like to keep it. Explore what is most comfortable for your body. And it can change from day to day. It's a science experiment to have a body. At least that's my story. So I never know what I'm going to meet from one day to the next. The arch and curl. We start with an inhalation, arching, pressing the elbows down, and then exhale, moving right into the flattening, elbows up, and then lifting just the head and the top of the shoulders. Keep the elbows squeezing in as I slowly inhale, lengthening out. And exhale, maybe Ujjayi, slowly releasing the elbows down towards the mat. And now buffer breath, let everything relax. We'll repeat it 2 more times. On the next in-breath, arch again. Contract the muscles of the low back. And exhale, moving right into the flattening. Elbow squeezes in. And then I contract the front to lift head and top of the shoulders. Inhale, slowly lengthen out the front. Breath in. Sorry, that was the breath in. Exhale, slowly releasing the elbows down. And if you notice some jumps and jitters, not to worry, not to worry. Observe. That just means that we are now helping release some of the tension around the shoulders. Buffer breath. And one more time. Inhale, arch. Exhale, flatten. Elbows in, curling up. Inhale, slowly. Lengthening the front seam back out. And exhale, spread your wings slowly. Ease, no strain. Just relax the arms, straighten the legs out. Just take a little moment to check in. Maybe roll the legs in and out. And pause. So we worked with the front seam, we worked with the back seam, and now we'll spend a little time with the side seam, sometimes called the trauma reflex, getting stuck for whatever reason. So that tension that is lodged in the body, now with these simple movements will help it release. I'll take the right hand back under the head and then take the right knee in and catch it with my left knee. I say that backwards. Take the left knee and hold it with the left hand. As you inhale next, we're going to arch again. Not going to go very far because we're holding on to the knee. And then exhale, flatten, draw the knee in. And now coming up diagonal, right elbow towards knee. And then inhale, slowly unwind, releasing head and elbow back down. We'll take a buffer breath here. And then inhale, let's arch again. Exhale, flatten. Moving up, maybe with Ujjayi. And inhale, slowly and steadily allow the muscles that contracted now to release. Buffer breath. And one more. Inhale, arch. Exhale, flatten. Hand coming up. Contract. And release. Winding and unwinding. Moving at a pace and intensity that is comfortable for you. Let's release the left leg down. Right arm comes out. Let's take a breath here, in and out. And switch to the other side. Left hand under the head. Right hand holding the right knee. And when you're ready, in breath, we arch again. Muscles on the back contracting. Exhale, flattening. And dialing towards the right. Left elbow towards right knee, towards center. And then inhale slowly back. Buffer breath, in and out. And when you're ready, in breath, arch. And exhale, flatten, curling up. Slowly releasing. Buffer breath, in and out. And observe whatever pops up, naming sensations and feelings. Sensations is what we feel, and feelings attached to that word. We'll do it one more time. Inhale, arch. And flattening. No strain. Make it as easy as you can. It's not about going super far. It's about exploring where your body wants to go today. Releasing the leg down. Take the arm out from under the head and slide the legs out again. Doing some sweepers, in and out. And then let's come onto our abdomen. So making this as easy as you can. We'll start by taking my left arm down alongside my body and have my right hand under my cheek. And then I'll start by simply lifting the head, looking over my right shoulder. And exhale, lowering down. Take a buffer breath. And again, lift the head, looking over the shoulder. And here, it can be helpful to let the hips lift up a little bit. That allows the whole back seam to fire. Again, lifting only as high as is comfortable for your body. One more time. Inhale, lifting, looking over the shoulder. And lowering down. Buffer breath. Now invite my arm to drop. So that's a little bit bigger leverage. So you may like to either, if it's really challenging, Don't lift very high, but we'll start by pressing the hips into the ground. That will give us some leverage. Take a breath in and lifting, arm and head. Pressing the hips down and then slowly lower down. Buffer breath. And lifting. Slowly release down. One more time. On the in-breath, pressing the hips down, lifting the head, lifting the arm, and lowering down. And I'll invite my left leg. Inhale. Just the left leg lifts up. And then super slow, lowering down. What muscles are firing to do this? Take a buffer breath. And inhale, lifting. Just the leg. And slowly lower down. Everything releases. Do it one more time. Left leg. So working on the diagonal, because we are about ready to put the whole bit together. Buffer breath. Now you always have a choice. You can say, that's going to be a little much for me today. So maybe just the head, maybe just the head and arm, or maybe just the leg again. On the next in-breath, right arm, head, left leg. And slowly release down, slowly release down. Easy peasy. And when you're ready, inhaling, lifting up. And slowly releasing down. One more. Let everything release first. And on the in-breath, lifting up. And maybe Ujjayi down. Everything cools. And I'm going to sweep my left arm up. Pressing both forearms down. Take the right arm down and turn the head. Oh, I am going to turn around. So I am not just laying there with my back towards you. I feel that would be really rude. So, ready for the other side. So we started just with the head. Again, make it easy. Making it easy. Inhaling, lift the head and maybe the hips. And slowly releasing down. Easy peasy. One of the first movements we do as a baby. This begins to strengthen our backs, allowing us to eventually walk. As you inhale again, lift the head and letting the hips maybe float up a little bit, a little buoyancy. And everything floats down. You can do these movements with your eyes closed if you would like, if it feels safe. One more, inhaling, lifting, and lowering down super slow. Then we moved on to adding a little bit more weight with the arm. Now we want to anchor the hips. As you inhale, pressing the hips down and then lift head and arm. And slowly releasing down. Now, of course, you may decide the head was good. This is too much for me today. In which case, just skip it. Or doing it in your mind. That still creates neural pathways and has been found to be very efficient. The reason why top athletes spend a lot of time with imagery. Do it one more time. On your next in-breath, pressing the hips down and lifting head and arm, maybe in the real world or maybe in your mind. Either is great. Lowering down. Everything pulls. Everything pulls. And then the right leg. On the inhalation, again, press the hips down, lift the right leg up. And slowly release down. Buffer breath. And we lift again. Lift the leg. Slowly, slowly, slowly releasing down. Buffer breath. These are so important. This is what moves our muscle tone closer to relaxed state. When you're ready, on the in-breath, pressing the hips down, lift the leg. And slowly, 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 releasing down. In and out. And now, the big Lebowski. On an in-breath, arm, head, and leg. Or, again, you choose how much and how. As slowly as you can, whether imagery or real, lowering down, and let everything relax. When you're ready, inhale, lifting again, and we release. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Last one. In breath, lift, and slowly release. Everything pulls. And then here, we'll find our way back onto the back again. Stretching the legs out. Again, sweeping the legs side to side. And then we'll do full body tension. Oh, I forgot one. Oh. We'll draw the knees in. That is always my favorite. And we're going to add the arch and flatten to this again. So inhale, arch both knees, pulls away. Exhale, draw the knees in and lift the chin to the chest. Inhaling, release down. Relaxing here. We'll do it one more time. Inhale, arch. Exhale, belly button to the spine, and then down to chest. And slowly releasing down. And release the feet down. And slowly slide the legs out. Relaxing the arms. I invite you to sense the back body. Does it lay even? You can look up and see, belly button and feet and arms equidistant away from the body. Giving the body a sense of balancing right in the middle with ease. And that's our proprioception. Where is my body in space? And that can get a little skewed over time. Now from here, if it feels safe, I invite you to close your eyes and keep a soft gaze down towards your body. We'll do a mental relaxation, starting at the feet, moving all the way up to the skull. So allow the bones and the toes to relax. Relax the bottom of your feet and the tops of the foot. Relaxing the ankles and the lower legs, the shins and the calves. Relax the knees, the front and the hollow in the back. Relax the thighs, front and back. Allow the hips to relax. Relax the pelvis and the lower abdomen. Taking a deep breath in and out. Relaxing the lungs and the heart. Take another breath into the lungs, supporting the wellness of the heart space. And relax the shoulders, the arms, elbows, wrists, palms, and fingers. Relaxing the hollow of the throat, the jaw, the tongue and the teeth and the gums. Relaxing the eyes. Allow them to soften down into the sockets. Allow the optic nerve. It goes all the way to the back of the skull to relax as well. Relax the forehead, the temples, and the inner ears. Relax the top of the head, the back of the head, the whole back body. Let it soften and melt towards your mat. Allow your awareness to rest gently on the rhythm of your breath, flowing into the body and out of the body. Gentle, non-attached awareness. When you notice the mind has wandered off, as it tends to, just gently bring it back onto the breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. When you're ready to release from the relaxation, just gently begin to deepen your breath. Wiggling fingers, wiggling toes, bending up the knees. Rock the knees from side to side. Eventually rolling all the way over onto one side. Pause. Pausing. And then when you're ready, you'll use your arms and hands to press up into a comfortable seated position. And we will close with Om. Om is one of our oldest, most powerful mantra. Mantra simply means path for the mind. So when we say a mantra either out loud or silently, it helps give our mind a place of focus. When we chant Om, we connect with everything that ever was, is, and will be. It is the primordial sound of the universe. We'll bring our palms together and heart center. We chant Om 3 times. I invite you to join me or to listen. Deep breath in. As you exhale, I invite you to bow your head towards your heart, your inner light, your true you. The light that chose to come into human form for a purpose only it knows. We'll inhale, draw the gaze up. Thank you for allowing me to practice with you. It is a deep honor and a privilege. Namaste.